Hello and welcome to ILE with me, Verb to Be. This is a short video on ways that you can answer the daily routine question that you might get in your IELTS speaking exam. What I'm going to try and do is I'm also going to try and throw in some good phrasal verbs that you can use when talking about your daily routine. So let's have a look at the question. What's your daily routine? Well, my daily routine. I'm just going to have the piece of paper in front of me so I can see the type of phrasal verbs I want to include. Right, my daily routine. Okay, I set the alarm for 7:15. So let's say I wake up at 7:15. But I don't actually get out of bed at 7:15. I like to lie in a little bit. So maybe by 7:30 I will actually get out of bed. I'll go to the bathroom, do the usual bathroom stuff in the morning, sort myself out, have a shower, and then I would go and make breakfast. I'll probably cook up maybe eggs, usually always eggs, have a bit of a fry up. And while I have my breakfast, I'll obviously have a cup of tea because I'm English, and I have to have a cup of tea. Not strong tea, mild tea, 2 sugars. And I'll probably switch on my phone and I'll probably start flicking through the usual sort of social media outlets. So first Facebook, probably look at some messages, probably watch a stupid video that lots of people like and I have no idea why they like it. Probably like a couple of things that are to do with sport, like football, especially Manchester United, because I support Manchester United. I'll probably look at 1 or 2 political news articles that will annoy me. These days it's either something to do with Trump or Brexit. Both things annoy me. And then finally I will think, right, time to go. So what I do is I put my jacket on. I'll walk down the stairs, open the door, walk down the stairs, go to my car, and then I will enjoy what is probably the most frustrating part of my day: getting stuck in traffic. Now, when you're stuck in traffic, lots of things can happen. I find time slows down. Hopefully you've listened to something good to pass the time. So after the traffic jam and finally getting to work, sit down and start going through my emails. So then from there, I guess at some point during the day, I probably will just potter around the office a little bit, doing the little bits of things that would need to be done, doing the bit of cleaning. Got to make sure that the office is still tidy and clean and everything. Do the work that I have to do, give lessons, prepare material, do a bit of administration, marketing and all the rest of it. And the day itself will just pass by. And then probably make a video. And then at the end of the day comes the next stressful part of the day, which is trying to get back home, which is the commute home. Get back in the car and get stuck in traffic again. And I slowly see my world slowing down and thinking to myself, why are there so many cars on the road? Why don't people use public transport more? Then I realize, well, why don't I use public transport? For the very good reason, it's slow and it's not as efficient. So when I get home, the first thing I'll do, I'll make myself a cup of tea. You've got to have a cup of tea. And then I enter probably the nice relaxing stage of the day, winding down. Probably watch something, cook something nice. And if there's football on, even better. If there's Champions League, fantastic. If Manchester United are playing, brilliant, as long as they don't lose. Otherwise, that'll just put me in a bad mood. So that's my daily routine.
So, what do these phrasal verbs mean? Let's start off with the very first one, wake up. So we can say, I wake up at 8 in the morning. I can't wake up on a Saturday morning. My dog wakes me up by licking my face. Wake up really means that your eyes are open, your brain is beginning to switch on, and you are. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have got out of bed yet, but it certainly means that you are either about to get out of bed or you have, in fact, got out of bed. So the next one, get out. Now, in this case, we can say, in the context that I used it in, I get out of bed in the morning. We can also use it with I then get out of the car, she gets out of the shower. So it basically means that you are, if you're getting out of bed, it means, or if you get out of bed, it means that one moment you're in bed and the next moment you are not in bed. In the same way as one moment you are in the car and the next moment you are not in the car. Moving on, lie in. This means when you don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to get out of your pajamas. You're very comfortable. You're not really awake, and you just want to relax in bed. So we can use this in a few sentences, such as I love to lie in. I struggle to lie in during a weekday. And I like lying in on weekends. I love lying in on weekends. Saturday mornings are brilliant just to lie in. The next one, get up. So you can say I get up at 7, and this is the same as wake up, and you actually get out of bed though. So if you get up, it's not just you waking up, it's you having woken up and you are out of bed as well. Next one, sort out. So we can say I sort myself out, which means I have a shower, get changed, depending on the situation. We can also use it, for instance, I'll sort out dinner, which means I'll get food and cook dinner. We can split the phrasal verb with things like myself, herself, himself as well. So, moving on, cook up. I'll cook up fried eggs, meaning I will cook fried eggs. She'll cook up a bolognese, meaning she'll cook bolognese. But cook up, in terms of a phrasal verb, simply means that you have to use the phrasal verb cook up with a dish of some kind, such as I'll cook up fried eggs. Next one, switch on. So we can say I switch on my phone, I try to switch on the TV. You can switch on anything that is electronic. Flick through or flicking through. So we can say I like to flick through Facebook, I'm flicking through Twitter, which means to quickly look at things in a magazine, in a book, or on the internet. You're not reading for detail, you're just reading for the overall information, what's happening in the world, really. Stuck in. I'm stuck in traffic. Now this is a phrase in itself, I'm stuck in traffic, but to be stuck in traffic means that you are on the road with a lot of cars and you are moving very, very slowly. Moving on, going through or go through. So I'm going through my emails, I'll go through your report later. This simply means that I will read through my emails or I will read through your report. This doesn't mean I will just flick through it, meaning having a quick look. No, I will look at the emails and I will read them carefully. Potter around. So this is basically doing lots of unimportant but maybe pleasant jobs around the place, e.g. Filling the fridge up with water, cleaning your desk, making a cup of coffee for yourself and others, maybe looking at your mail. So we can say, oh, don't mind me, I'm just pottering around the kitchen, meaning I'm not doing anything really. Or I like to potter around the office in the morning before getting down to work, meaning I like to walk into work, I'll probably say good morning to some people, maybe pretend I'm doing some things very light, nothing important, before actually doing some meaningful work. Next phrasal verb, pass by. Time just passed by, or time at work just passes by. This means that the time you have during the day goes and nothing major happens. Nothing important actually happens. And finally, wind down or winding down. So I like to wind down with a glass of wine, or I love winding down with a cup of tea. I like to wind down while watching a movie. So the phrasal verb wind down, is to relax and slowly switch off, meaning to stop thinking about work and your day.
Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions about the IELTS exam, or you would like other videos on the IELTS exam, maybe a specific part of the exam or a language point that you struggle with, just mention it in the comments section below and we will do our very best to make a video on it and to answer you personally as well. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I will see you next time.